Alrighty, so we're going to pick right up where BrainBrew left off is where WebinarBrew picks up. So the last thing we did, we created our course and our course outline and our course content, and we created slides. And then those of you that wanted to move forward created your either your long form or your short form sales funnel. So that takes care of your product. Now it's time to create the webinar to sell the product. So let's go to WebinarBrew, and we're going to keep the same theme. And before we get started, as you can see here, this is the WebinarBrew. There's no webinar deck created yet. However, here's your course slides. If you click on this, and these are the three modules that we created, and we can generate slides right here for the module. Now, we did it the first in the BrainBrew video example, and you can view your slides right here. And right here, you can edit the slides as well. So you've got full control. So now we're going to pick up with our webinar. Our webinar is going to be different than our, the process that we did to create our course. And for some of you, you may have already went ahead and created an ebook using BrainBrew AI. That way you can have it for lead magnet as well. So you've got so many options here. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. And let's create our webinar. So I've already got everything already mapped out just to save time. So our webinar name to correspond with our course, it's going to be Ageless Mobility Masterclass. And this is our topic right here. And how seniors can safely improve flexibility, reduce pain, and regain confidence using simple, low-impact yoga routines. And our target audience is for seniors 55 and above. And we're going to be selling an online course. So you may see product offer here. So this is mainly for outside of the digital course itself. So if you can still have a digital product that you're going to offer or a physical product. So this is when you would select this option here. So let's go ahead and create our webinar. And just like BrainBrew, it has videos that walk you through all 5 steps of the methodology that I use to create webinars. I don't know if I told you this before, but the BrainBrew idea method, that's also mine. So I created that, and I've created my own methodology for webinars, and both of them have worked flawlessly, but they took years to get to this point. So the process, the methodology, consists of the promise, the story, the strategy, the tactics, and the promotion, the 5 pillars. And you can watch these videos here and go through each step. It walks you through each step. So let's go ahead and put our webinar title in. And subtitle. And what is your core promise? So the example of my core promise right here. And once again, the video explains all of it. So do not feel like you're already lost or anything like that. It explains all the videos explain exactly how each step works. And we're going to put a bonus tease in here. And this is our target audience. So we're going to refine our target audience in this line here. So let's see what we have here. Our core promise, I will show you how to improve your flexibility, reduce joint pain, and feel more confident in your body in just 15 minutes a day using safe, senior-friendly yoga. The bonus tease, a done-for-you 10-minute daily routine. And target audience is seniors who feel stiff, hesitant to exercise, or worried about injury, but who still want to stay active and independent. Now, if you need additional help, just like in BrainBrew, you can click the AI assistant and it says write a killer promise, craft my story, close the offer. It already knows everything there is to know about the um, how WebinarBrew works. So you can ask any questions. All right, now we'll click the Generate with AI button. Alrighty, so that took about 30 seconds and it's already generated my first 12 slides right here. And once again, every slide you can edit. And the thing is, what I would do, oh, I'm sorry. And also, each slide has speaker notes. So it actually gives you what you say um, per slide. So welcome. So glad you're here. Today is all about showing you a simple, safe way to move better, feel better, and stay independent as you get older. That sounds like real talk. That's how somebody would really talk when they're presenting their slides. And each slide has their speaker notes. And obviously, you can go ahead and see the presentation mode and download these as the PDF, but we're just going to go ahead and save and continue to move forward. So my presenter name is obviously me, and we're going to put credentials and qualifications here. Now, these are definitely made up. I do not have these credentials or qualifications. And backstory is also made up. But this is where it gives you a moment to shine. So, what was your turning point? And once again, just watch this video for explanation on exactly how all this works. So, we're going to put our turning point in here. And future pacing. And future pacing is where you allow you're making the person on the other end visualize what life could be if they if they took your course, if they adapted your processes, if they, bought your product, if they hired you as a consultant, et cetera, et cetera. So my future pacing here will be, and we'll review this piece real quick together. It says, can you imagine getting out of bed without stiffness, moving through your day without constant aches, feeling steady, balanced, and in control of your body, knowing you're doing something daily that keeps you independent? All right, so now we'll create these slides. So we'll generate with AI. All right, so that took about 30 seconds. So I'm pausing the video, the creation of the video, whenever it's generating the website. That way you don't have to watch it generate. But and two, if anybody has any questions, how am I recording all this? I'm using Creative Motion inside of BrainBrew to create this video. All right, so back to it. So it created 8 slides, and let's get to the future pacing slide here. And it did it just like how I almost verbatim how I wrote it. So it liked the way I did it. And then the speaker's notes. So this is what you would read on your slide when you're, giving your presentation. So let me ask you this. Can you imagine what it would feel like to wake up with less stiffness, move through your day with fewer aches, more steady in control of your body? Can you imagine knowing that just a few simple, low impact routines could help you stay active and independent? That's what this webinar is really about. Not pushing harder, not doing more, just learning a safer, smarter way to support your body as you age. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. So now we're in the story phase. So now it's time to go to the strategy. So we'll save and continue. All right, so this is where we define our core one thing. And you can watch the video right here and it explains all of that. But for the most part, the core one thing, just like it says, is the single big idea that changes everything for your audience. So my core one thing is, let me paste it in here. You don't need intense workouts to stay mobile. You need the right movements done consistently and safely. Now, it says teaching objectives, right? So I want it to propose objectives. Now you can enter your own, and you'll learn exactly how to do that by watching this video. I'm going to go ahead and have it propose the objectives because it's been pretty spot on every webinar I've created previously. So let's do that. Okay, so these are the proposed teaching objectives. And learn a simple 10-minute low impact routine designed for 55 plus flexible hips, shoulders, spine. Identify the difference between helpful stretching and warning pain signs. Practice targeted movements. I like to create a realistic weekly mobility habit. I like this one a lot. So we'll click that one and generate with AI. And just to be clear, I misspoke a moment ago. These are your proposed 5 teaching objectives. And you would click propose objectives if you wanted additional ones. When I click generate with AI, it's using all 5 of these. So I just said select one, but it's actually creating teaching objectives for all 5 of these. That's why you have the ability to enter your own. So I just didn't want to make it seem like you only had to select one of these. It creates teaching objectives for all 5 of these. So this is phase 3, the strategy, and it created 11 additional slides. So slide 4, the 10-minute sequence, what to do. 1 minute, posture reset and slow breathing. Here's a simple way to structure a routine. So as you're getting a point now, it generates a slide, gives you the talking point. And like I said, this is not it is a done for you complete webinar. But my point is you can change anything and everything. So let's go ahead and save and continue and go to the next pillar. All right. So these are your provided supporting for your teaching objectives of phase 3. And these are the tactics. So you'll watch this video right here to understand how to create your tactics. So let's go ahead. I've got them right here. So I'm going to pause the video and paste them in real quick. All right. So I've got all my objectives in here and my engagement questions. So after each objective, you ask an engagement question. So let's look at one of these right here. Supporting content. So it's story, stats, examples. Most exercise programs fail seniors because they're not designed for aging bodies. In my supporting content, story, someone trying to a regular yoga class and feeling overwhelmed. Stat angle, falls are one of the leading causes of injury in older adults. Insight, fast transitions plus floor work equals biggest factors, risk factors. Engagement question, have you ever avoided exercise because you were worried about getting hurt? So, and you have 5 of these that you put in here, and now we'll generate the next set of slides with AI. Okay, so that took about 3 minutes for it to generate 28 slides. Not bad. So once again, these are all the slides for the tactics. So let me now show you exactly how to move safely and feel better. Up to this point, we've talked about what is possible. Now I want to get practical and show you exactly how to do this in a way that feels safe, realistic, and encouraging. That's slide 1. So what we are covering in this tactic session. Now you can change this to, because it does use the name of the phrases, that way you can keep, that way you know exactly where you're at. So you can change this right here. So just, remove tactics, for example. And this is how confidence comes back, not through hard workouts or pushing through pain. So in the speaker's notes, confidence, this is the last slide, slide 28. Confidence does not come back because you suddenly become more disciplined. It comes back because you have a method that feels safe, manageable, and effective. One gentle session at a time, your body starts to move better. Your mind starts to trust the movements again. And that leads us perfectly into the next part, where I will show you how to make this whole process even easier to follow. And that next process will be the promotion. So let's go ahead and save and continue. All right, so this is the promotion part. So where you have your product name, your sentence promise, and all that stuff. So let me fill that out real quick. All right, I've got all this filled out, and there's several strategies going on here. So first, our product course name is Ageless Mobility Yoga for Seniors, and the one sentence promise: a simple, safe yoga system that helps you reduce pain, improve flexibility, and stay independent in just 15 minutes a day. What's included? Daily 10 to 15 minutes guided flows, flexibility and mobility progression plan, balance and stability exercises, downloadable routines, printable and digital. The original price for this is $9.97. The webinar price is $4.97. I added 3 bonuses in here, and there's a little button here that when you only have like one bonus where it'll let you add up to 3. So my 3 bonuses are the 10-minute daily mobile routine, Ageless Mobility ebook, beginner safety and modification guide, your risk reversal for your guarantee. Try the program for risk-free. If you don't feel better in your body, you don't pay. Payment plan, we don't do payment plans where you can offer like 3, where they can pay 3 months in a row. So it's only one payment of $4.97. Your checkout URL to your funnel page. And you actually, in your funnel page, when you build it and you put the course in there and you click enroll, it'll give you the link to the checkout. So, and the fast action bonus, and some of you may be, because you haven't watched the videos yet, well, I thought there's a fast action bonus at the beginning. Is a fast action bonus for them joining the webinar. This is a fast action bonus for them purchasing the course today. So the fast action bonus is live guided sessions, replays, and follow along routines. Now we'll generate all this with AI. I know I keep saying with AI because I'm actually reading the button. I should just say, just generate the slides. Okay, so that took about another 3 minutes to create another 22 slides. So let's go through some of the slides here. So we'll click this. Let's start off with the first one. So how do you actually do this? Know which movements are safe for aging joints, follow a simple routine that you can do at home, start without feeling overwhelmed or intimidated, improve steady without pushing too hard. While you're here, information alone is not enough. Random videos can feel confusing, inconsistent, many workouts are too fast or too intense, blah, blah, blah. Continues with while you're here, your body needs the right pace. You want confidence, not guesswork. This is perfect. You have 2 options, and this is a transition. You have 2 options. Keep trying to piece it together on your own. Hope the next video or routine is the right one, or this is the transition, or follow a proven senior-friendly friendly system. Get a clear roadmap and start progressing now. And the speaker notes says, from here, you really have 2 choices. Keep trying to figure this out on your own and hope you find routines that work for your body, or you can follow a clear system designed specifically for adults over 55. One path is full of guesswork, and the other is a simple and supportive. Perfect. My invitation to you, the promise, what you get, and like I said, it created 22 slides. This is, so when you get into the bonus, it goes into what's called bonus stacking. So here's where it talks about everything included. Beginner friendly yoga sessions, $297, $197, daily guided flows. It's what's doing is building the value. This is how much everything is worth. Total program value, $997. Bonus 1, 10-minute mobility routine, value $997. And then it goes to a, where it just continues to sell the product. Then it goes into bonus 2, your risk-free guarantee. Bonus 3, your full bonus stack. Total value $1,338. You won't pay $1,338 today. Core program price alone is $997. Your webinar price today is just $497. That's a savings of $841. I mean, it does it all for you. It's crazy. And trust me, I had to build these out by myself. First, I had to figure it out. Then I had to build them. Full pay, 30-day mobility tracker, full pay bonus, fast action bonus, your next steps, and I put this would be the link to your checkout page. And then what you would do, so once again, we have the full slide decks here. You could do a couple different things now that it's fully created. One, let's go to the present full webinar. It has all the steps here. So you would use this if you were recording evergreen, right? If you're going to do it live, which I would suggest doing at least 3 live ones, because you can also go to record webinar, and we'll go to that here in a second. You can export the full deck out, and it would, you could polish the deck itself if you want to change the background, whatever. So let's go to present right here, present mode. It has everything right here. Awesome. Oops, I just now went out of that. Okay. And you got view and export full deck. So this is where the full presenter mode is available. So for example, you can pick a different theme for it. I really like this green one. So this is a presenter mode. And once again, if you just want to do it evergreen, you can click on record webinar, and it gives you all of your slides right here, all 59. So you can have it puts it in your prompt. It automatically loads everything into your prompt. And all you got to do now is go to camera screen, and you would pick that screen, this one here. So we just preview, and we'll pick tab, and hopefully I can find the right tab. Yep, that's it. And now you can record everything. Now the thing is, you may not want to use this one to record because it has your speaker notes. I believe, I'm not sure. Yeah, you can hide the speaker notes. So you can, because the speaker notes are no longer needed because you have it in your prompt right here, in your teleprompter. And just want to see if there's anything else. So what it would look like on the screen, hopefully I can show this. That's what it would look like. So you can start recording right now. So, and once again, if you want to export the slides out, what I was going to say is if you want to do it live, then export the slides out, and you'll put them into Creative Studio into a Big Blue Button live event. So that's the advantage of having all this built in together. So, and then you would create, so we got this right here. This is our webinar. And now you would go to create funnel, and it's already loaded everything in here. And you would select your webinar funnel. So you're going to do a live webinar, et cetera, et cetera. So once again, we've got you covered from end to end. No matter if it's recording or creating funnels, whatever it is. So that is the combination of BrainBrew and WebinarBrew and the funnel builder together. And, if I wasn't talking or anything, you can safely say you can build out this whole system and start selling within, I'd say, including edits and everything, I'd say 4 to 6 hours. And you're like, wow, that's 4 to 6 hours. Well, compare that to the traditional way that everybody else has to do it because nobody has access to this software yet. That would be weeks sometimes. So just to figure out what the methodology even to use. could take people days, weeks, just to figure that piece out. Or they'll have to buy a course from somebody to figure that out. Because I used to sell the course. It used to be called WebinarBrew. That was the name of the course. The other course was called BrainBrew, that taught you how to create the course. And then Social Brew was actually, which is in here, was actually taught how to sell your digital products using meta ads, Facebook ads, and Instagram. So now all three of those actually have become software pieces. So it's very, very cool. And once again, if you got any questions, ask your AI assistant, or you can go up here to CB training and watch any videos. But with that said, that is all for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one.